Baseball on the Show. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the New York Mets. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Tyler McGill.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trusted, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
And he takes a strike. And a swing and a miss. One out in the top of the first.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
One out, bases empty. Lifted in the air, right center field. Pulls it in on the run. And there's two down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ellie De La Cruz. That one clips the outside corner. 0-1. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nobody left for Cincinnati. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. And it's 0-1.
No ball.
Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Hard hit left side. Throws to first in time. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. The home run, a big part of the equation when it comes to this offense, Singy. They're one of the better clubs in the league in terms of putting runs up via the homer.
Yeah, that makes them even more dangerous because they're going to get their hits, but they're also going to get those home runs and have runners on base, which is multiple runs out of one swing. So, yeah, you really have to try to manage a team like this and keep them contained. You can't give up extra outs, whether that be via an error or a walk.
Throws to second. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Runner on the goal. There's the ball. Throw. Save.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job of controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Man at second. That one is absolutely belted. That's not coming back. Home run number 20 on the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now it's Mark Vientos.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
That one
ball,
not
no
close.
strikes.
And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1-1.
Outside
That's the
low.
ball.
2-1. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Jamer Candelario. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Made quick work of him right there, Siggy. I know that's the kind of at-bat maybe leaves a lot of fans wondering, what was he doing up there, right?
Yeah, and I get that. I mean, you take 2 straight strikes, then chase one way out of the zone. It's just not a good at-bat. It'll leave you shaking your head as a hitter, if not worse. But there's always going to be those trips to the plate where you're just lost up there, and that was one of them for sure.
That one to first, and it goes just foul. 1-2 now. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace, it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Soto makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. So they make short work of him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mets 2 and the Reds nothing. Back here in Queens, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Stamont back to work. High fly ball out into left center field. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Francisco
Batting
Alvarez up now for the Mets.
Francisco Alvarez.
On the ground, right side. Lux throws to first in time. That's out number 2.
Batting 8th, designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Here's Jesse Winker. This one in the air, right field. Benson moving back for this one. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Encarnacion Strand.
Right through there for a strike. Encarnacion Strand measures 6 feet even, 225 pounds, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. Spencer Steer, the next to hit for the Reds. That one the other way, hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And that misses. Ball 1. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the left fielder, Jake Fraley. That's in there. That's strike 1. And that one is lifted in the air. Nimmo has it sized up. Nabs it. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the Reds. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Tyrone Taylor. That one ripped. And foul ball. In the air, right side. Benson makes the catch, and there's one gone. So the lineup flips over. Now up to him, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Next offering upstairs. A sliding stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that plate. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Nimmo now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
1 strike.
2 out, space is empty. That one pushed to the left and foul.
This batter has to understand his job is to get on base however he can. If he gets hit by a pitch, if he walks, maybe even singles, but you want to get the heart of the order up to the plate.
That's to third. Fair ball.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Fought off foul.
The 2-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with 2 out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
Next offering is fouled back. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And now two aboard. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
The 0-1. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Smoked on the ground, a second. Lux throws to first in time. And that takes care of it. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Gavin Lux.
There's the strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Makes the catch for the out. So up next, Ellie De La Cruz. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
The Reds signed Ellie in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Ellie's entire career.
Now batting Jamer Candelario. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And they're on the board. It's 2-1.
That could be one of those swings that really helps spark this offense.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Tyler Stevenson. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Reds claw back with this homer. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Third baseman, Mark Vientos.
The Y to kick the pitch. Little chopper rolls foul. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Hit hard on the ground is short. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, He'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Fairchild has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and there's two gone. Two down, bases empty. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Late on that fastball.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Two outs. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Movement in the bullpen. Tony Santillan up and throwing for Terry Francona. Mole also getting ready. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Will Benson.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Gone. That one made it to the upper tank. A massive home run. His 9th homer of the year. It's 2-2. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. In now for the Reds, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Alonso tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Steer now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
0-1.
Swings and misses. And that's strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Fairchild, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
Strike.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. 1 for the Reds on the homer. And we're deadlocked now.
Now pitching for Cincinnati.
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound. Tony Santillan.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him. Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Taylor swings through it for strike one.
That was straight queso right there.
And fouled off.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground, right side. Nice stop. Throw to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice
Now
job of the
batting,
pitcher to bear
left
down, make the
fielder,
pitch, get the ground ball.
Brandon
Excellent piece of
Nimmo.
work.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Brandon Nimmo. First pitch, and he just misses.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Here comes a pitch. Up the middle. Inning over. Mets leave one. All set for the top of the sixth. Now the left fielder, Jake Fraley. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Picks it up with the bare hand, and they get the out.
Oh, that was pretty right there. Beautiful play with the bare hand.
And now it's Gavin Lux.
Second baseman, Gavin Lux.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Lux measures 6 feet 2 inches. 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. One down, base is empty. Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. First pitch misses.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Just off the inside edge.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch in for a strike. It's 2-2. All tied up, and we're the top half of the sixth. Ellie falls victim to the K. Offense held in check there. On the mound now, Sam Mole.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so
Now pitching
he's
for
looking for
Cincinnati.
better. Right now, giving
Number
up more than a
50.
hit per inning.
Sam Mole.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. His 26th of the year. And just like that, they're out front. It's 3-2. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, but he squared it up and knew it was gone.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an
strike.
inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the sixth. Ripped on a line. Benson makes the catch, and there's one away. Mark Vientos
Up next
up
for
now
the
for the
Mets.
Mets.
Third
He's grounded out a
baseman,
couple of
Mark
times.
Vientos.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Swinging a foul straight back. Late swing, foul to the left. Battling here as he fouls it away. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2. Ground ball left side, could be two. There's one, and that's two. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. All set for the start of the inning. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Jeimer Candelario. McGill back to work. Out to center. And that will fall. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Strike three, struck him out for the third time today.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Benson up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside, ball one.
Boog, the runner at first, needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
That's in there. And now it's even 1-1.
Ball outside.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7.
Nope.
Upstairs.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
One down. Next for Cincinnati, Christian, and here comes the Mets manager to the mound.
Pitching
Taking over on the mound for the Mets, Frankie Montas.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
And the 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And there are 2 outs. So digging in, Spencer Steer.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that one ripped to left. That's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
The 1-0. Runner takes off. Pitch misses inside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn.
And he's got it in right field for the 3rd out, so that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this.
Now pitching for Cincinnati.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Alexis Diaz.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And there's one away. Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. 1 for 2. And he gets tied up right there.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Encarnacion Strand steps on first for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Taylor at the plate now as he chases after that one.
0-1.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Now batting.
Here's
Shortstop,
Francisco Lindor.
Francisco
0 for 3 with 2
Lindor.
groundouts and a strikeout. And that one fouled off.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Base hit right field. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Nimmo, the next to hit, takes outside.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
1 ball,
Big
1 strike.
spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. And a count 1-2. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Fraley snags it on the run. Back here at Citi Field. And now Jake Fraley. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Ball, that's up.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Dives and he can't hang on. No play. That's an infield single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
The other way, and it stays fair. The throw to third. Throw pulls him off the bag and he's safe.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit, and here comes the Mets.
Pitching.
Jose
New York
Buto
Mets.
taking over on the mound.
Number 70.
Just trying to keep this one close here,
Jose
and this is where a bullpen can give their
Buto.
players a chance to fight back into the game.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
On the ground right side. Takes it to the bag. That's one.
Look at the big guy getting down and dirty, robbing what probably would have been a double if it gets by him. You love to see that because most times it's the shortstop or second baseman, but he wants to get in the mix a little bit as well.
Candelario in the box now as he leaves that one up high. And that's in for a strike. And the count even at 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So 2 down now, and here is Tyler Stevenson. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Squeezes it, and that is that. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Reds 5 and the Mets 3.
Pitching for
Back
Cincinnati.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Number
roll into the
55.
bottom of the 8th. Taylor Rogers.
50th time he's come into a game this year. He's been relied on out of the pen quite a bit.
Soto, the leadoff batter,
Zero
as
balls,
he
one
swings
strike.
through it for strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Strike
Right.
2.
0-2.
Ground ball to the right side. Lux throws to first in time. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th. Here's Pete Alonso. He's already homered in this game. That's to third. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
And the first
1-0.
pitch misses for ball 1.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
That's a hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Just so sound in his mechanics. He hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Now here is Jeff McNeil. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1-2 is the count.
Strike 3 went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Francisco
Now
Alvarez
batting,
up now
catcher,
for the Mets.
Francisco
0 for 3.
Alvarez.
A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. So they strand a pair. Through 8 full, it's the Reds 5 and the Mets 3. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati,
Leading off
Will
for
Benson.
Cincinnati,
And
right
everyone
fielder,
is
Will
thinking the
Benson.
same thing right now.
Yeah, they're thinking, will he do it again? He's already homered twice, and most recently in the 7th. This guy's left a huge mark on this game.
As well as on the baseball. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
Hee-haw!
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
3-1. Full count.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
And now the DH, Spencer Steer. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Encarnacion Strand leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Late on that fastball.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1 out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So up next, Stuart Fairchild, top of the zone, and it's called a strike. And a big swing and a miss.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Reds leave 1, and it remains 5-3.
Now pitching for Cincinnati.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Emilio Pagan.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Jesse Winker up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. Bounced up the middle. De La Cruz. Now the throw to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. He's 2 outs away. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Pagan, 33 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2013. 1 down, base is empty, and that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and they're down to their last out.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
And first offering is fouled off. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. This could end it. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton, the next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.